Hello and welcome to the Fantasy Threesome FPL podcast. We're back Thursday, late again. Friday is the deadline this week. Friday night game between Arsenal and Newcastle. Is it? Or Saints.
Oh, it's a slick start. I'll give you that.
Listen, I mean, people who listen should know by now we know nothing. And I particularly know nothing. So I'm Phil, here with Ant, who's making the Family Fortunes noises. How are you, Ant?
Yes, I'm good, thank you, mate. Yes, all good.
And Michael, how are you?
I'm delighted to be here, lads. Good to be here. Despite a mediocre time of it in FPL, I've long since given up. I've long since given up on FPL, but I do like the crack and to hear how you guys are getting on.
Oh, good. Strangely, just before we came on air, you said, I do hope that a certain person isn't listening to this podcast because I did mention a bearded lady last week. I just saw a message on Twitter that I'd only just been on the Twitter from Sean in the village, who said, I've had to explain to my wife that the mystery smelly bearded lady next to Mike at the quiz wasn't her. I'm 85% sure. Are you able to confirm or deny?
I can confirm it's not his wife. No, not his wife. She's clear. She's clear.
Okay,
sure, that'll be a big relief.
Okay, great. There you go, Sean. So we are here. We're back. We've got a blank game week coming up. 4 big teams not playing. What sort of position does that put you in, Anthony?
Yeah, not a great one, mate. I've only got 7 players at the moment, so yeah, looking to take a hit this week. 7 clearly not enough. I'm looking for 9 to 10. So a -4 or -8 is on its way because no wild card left for me. Only got my triple captain left, which I'm saving for Man City's double game week coming up. So I'll be making transfers.
Oh, only 7. Oh, that's pleasing to hear. As someone who's dropped miles behind you now, that offers me a small. Yeah, I have. I've had a bad few weeks, my friend.
I'm not sure you have. I think you're only about 30 points. Yeah, no. 30 points behind me.
It was 50 at one point.
In fact, I tell a lie, it's 28 points. So not exactly the miles behind you talking about here, mate. Oh. This could be a week. This could be a week to go above me.
I mean, kudos, if such a thing could be said, to Rob in our Friends and Families League, who got 99 points last week. Which
I mean, his team's incredible.
Who's Rob? I haven't got any friends or family that are called Rob.
Rob Aston.
Come on now.
Oh, the Astonator. Fine. Yes. Good. Well done, him.
Yeah.
Horse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Haaland, Watkins, Odegaard, Salah, Trent, White, Martinez, March, all got in points. Wow.
Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ben White. Yeah, he's got a pretty good team there. Well balanced team. I'm a bit jealous, to be honest with you. In fact,
Trent Alexander-Arnold. Quick stat for you. Sorry to interject, but I'll forget it otherwise. He's had more touches than any other player in the Premier League this season.
I'm really pleased for him. So pleased.
Yeah. Most of them haven't been great up until now, have they? Let's be honest.
No, but he has had the most.
Anthony, whilst I remember, you weren't privy to it, but on a different WhatsApp group last night, we were discussing possible names for the food-based podcast that we're doing.
Okay.
And I
dear, the offshoot. It's very much the Joey to the Friends, isn't it? Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So we've kind of got 4 options at the moment.
Actually, maybe more Holby City to the casualty.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Or even Doctors.
So these are the 4
no. Sorry, Phil. Doctors is a completely separate series, whereas Casualty genuinely was an offshoot. Holby was an offshoot of Casualty.
Wow, every day's score day. Genuinely did not know that.
You thought Doctors was to do with Casualty, Ant?
I just thought they were all rubbish.
Because Doctors for a start is a doctor's surgery, which isn't in a hospital.
It's medically based, though, isn't it?
Just so you know, Mike, doctors do work in hospitals as well.
Doctor's surgery is not in a hospital.
No, that is true.
So that's where I'm drawing the line.
It's just I worry because last week you thought that fingers dislocated if you click.
Okay, fine. Also, and Doctor Who no offshoot of casualty either.
Okay, that's good to know.
Right,
So-
sorry, do carry on.
So these are the 4 that have been kind of boiled down based on what's already been taken for a food pun name for a roughly food-based podcast. So see what you think of these, Ant, because most of these will be fresh to you.
Food-based.
It's food-based, but not any specific food.
Okay.
Different foods every week. So, who buys currants? ? Because it'll be questions like that we will be answering. I can see your face. You're not a fan. That's fine.
No. Okay. What's next?
Blurred limes.
Did Mike come up with that one by any chance?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
I'll bet my name to that.
The logo would be easy to do. So blurred limes.
It's better than who buys currants, I would suggest.
Okay.
That's winning it for me so far.
Comfort banquet. Like comfort blanket. Is it too much of a stretch to you?
Yeah, I'm not feeling that one, mate. No. Let's hope the 4th one is better than the other 3 so far.
The 4th one's Mike's, which is Chip Advisor.
Come on, that's good. Chip Advisor.
It's not bad.
But do you think he's going to be sounding like he's going to review chip shops?
It does a little bit, yeah.
I could do that.
To be fair. I mean, yeah. To be fair, that would be Mike's ideal podcast, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
I would say maybe do a Twitter poll here, boys, for blurred limes or Chip Advisor.
But you're okay with blurred limes?
Yeah. I'd say it's a close second to Chip Advisor.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
It's a play on Blurred Lines, the Robin Thicke track, which I do believe was no. Go on.
I mean, the Robin Thicke. I mean, it was before Robin Thicke. I mean, the saying "blurred." There's blurred lines here. Was before Robin Thicke, wasn't it?
I don't know, but all I would say, and I'm not wanting people to fall down on my side as Chip Advisor. All I would say is Blurred Lines, according to Google, was criticised upon its release for trivialising sexual violence, objectifying women, and reinforcing rape myths. But listen, if you prefer that to Chip Advisor,
I mean,
that's fine.
I'm talking about limes, as in the fruit, rather than lines.
You are in that sense, you are glorifying all of that I've just described. And
I mean, just a few TripAdvisor reviews. Are pretty. You talk about yourselves. I'll get your TripAdvisor review that you don't want to associate with. Okay.
I mean, just to clarify, this podcast is called the Fantasy Threesome Podcast. So I mean, it feels like it's kind of following the same theme here.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. We'll just go with blurred limes. That's.
Oh right. Okay. Not how I thought that was going, but fine.
Well, someone's got to make
a poll.
Like, listen, if you listen to this podcast in the next day, send us a message on Twitter at FPL Threesome Pod to say which name you think is best.
I think we should. I think a poll is a very good idea from Anthony.
A poll on the Twitter.
Yeah,
poll on the Twitter. Do it.
Okay, we'll do it after the show.
I'm really, really annoyed that Pod and Chips has already been taken.
Heston blew himself.
Really annoyed about that.
Yeah.
Pod and Chips would have been a good one.
I liked all the young foods, like all the young dudes, but it doesn't make any sense really.
Not unless you're 70 years old and remember Mott the Hoople.
I do like Mott the Hoople. So yeah, I mean, another name that was put out there was quite long. I'd rather poke myself in the eye than eat quiche. But it's just...
no, I don't think it's not very snappy.
Not snappy. I mean, I agree with the sentiment, but no.
Stop clicking your fingers.
Right. Right, I was just beckoning someone. Okay, so
you haven't asked me. I mean, I know that I am like inconsequential in all of this, but just so you know, I've got such a good squad that I've got Harry Kane on my bench. So
what
for this game week?
Yeah.
So if you played a free hit, or have you taken a lot of hits?
I've taken one hit.
One hit wonder. Talk us through your team. Maybe people will be able to copy you.
Okay, got big Sam Johnson in goal. Crystal Palace on a lovely run of fixtures right now, and he got me some points last week. Thank you. Good day. I've got Rico Henry at home to Aston Villa. That's the one I'm umming and ahhing about in terms of swapping him out for. It's him or Mings. I've got to play with in defence. Trippier and Byrne both at home to Spurs, and I haven't got time to talk about how good that game was last weekend. In my midfield, it's tasty. it's tasty. It's very, very tasty. Or as it was briefly following an Olympic win, it's Macy, very, very Macy. Saka, Odegaard, Gakpo, Salah, and Elise in my midfield.
Oh, that's nice. That is.
And then I've got Ivan Toney and Ollie Watkins up front with Harry Kane on the bench.
You're starting Ivan Toney over.
Yeah, because I think Newcastle's defence is traditionally a lot better than it has been, or was last week.
Okay.
And they looked really poor, whereas I think I'd fancy Toney to nick a goal at home to Villa.
It's a tough call though, because Villa are flying at the moment, aren't they? They've just gone into 6th. They're on a really good run of form. I think they've won 5 straight games. So which actually started when they beat us. So yeah, that's actually a tough call.
But yeah, I'd already bought Gakpo in before he'd scored his 2 goals on Monday night. So
yeah, I mean, fair play to us. I mean, usually we are terrible at this game. That is fair. But last week we went for we suggested Gakpo, Eze, and Ramsey. All did well.
You're welcome.
As for our punts, though, not as good as you.
I should point out that between us we went Gakpo, Eze, and Ramsey, and none of us had any of those players.
Oh,
I transferred them in.
Yeah, I'm not making those sort of mad decisions.
Yeah,
I'm happy to help others.
Yeah, that's what a gentleman you are, Ant. Okay, so your punt last week then, where we pick a player with less than 2% ownership. How'd you get on?
Yeah, disappointing. Elise for me. Yeah, I should have followed your guide on Eze. Elise just got me the 2.
So should I. I was talking up Eze, and then I bought in Elise. Idiot child. But my punt was I changed it last minute to Pedro Porro.
He had a belter.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, and
still he did better than Sanchez.
Did he have 2 assists?
No,
Porro?
not against Bournemouth.
Yeah, for our goals.
Yes.
No, that was Sanchez. I had Philip Billing, so no return for him, despite Bournemouth's lovely victory.
Gosh. Does that mean a 3-way quiz?
Oh, it's a 3-way quiz.
Everyone loves a 3-way.
Here we go.
It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz. The loser gets their captain picked by a listener with great instinct. Sometimes cruel and sometimes kind. A listener is always right. It's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz, it's a quiz.
There we go then. So a quick 3-way quiz to decide who gets their captain picked by a listener. Although last week, I'm not sure any of the listeners actually did anything. So I'll check that whilst Anthony can start his quiz for me and Mike if you want. Anthony. Oh, he's given us a bit of a confused face. Mike, have you got a quiz?
Yeah, I have. It's going to be great because you're going to win it. Oh, he's back. Yeah, I have got a quiz.
That's a shame.
Is it?
No, it's a shame that that Ant came back because I would have had a default win.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine. So basically, I've got 10 players here who are on the game, but I'm not convinced that you're going to know who they play for. So all I'm going to ask you is to name their clubs. And you've got 5 each. Dead easy.
Forever QPR, by the way, went Eze, and as such, we won the punt.
Good. Okay, here we go then. So who would like to go first, gents?
Anthony can.
Oh, how kind.
Okay, let's do this. Player number 1 then, Anthony, is Luke Cundle. He's a midfielder. Luke Cundle.
Oh, I actually know that one. Do you get the chance to steal?
No.
Oh, come off it.
I have never heard of Lee Trundle.
What about Luke Cundle?
I have heard of Lee Trundle. Luke Cundle, no, I've never heard of him. I am going to go for Southampton.
Oh, I'm afraid not. Go on then, Phil. You tell us who it is.
I think he's played this season.
For
Wolves.
He has played for Wolves. Well done, Phil.
I was going to say Wolves, but then you have Portuguese players. That's annoying.
But you can't steal, unfortunately, not in this game. So we move on to Phil's question.
No, it's a shame.
And Phil, yours is Ryan Finnegan. He's got a lot of hairs on his chinnigan. Ryan Finnegan. Who does he play for, do you think?
I'm going to say Finnegan sounds like a Liverpudlian. So I'm going to go for Everton.
No, I'm afraid not. Would you like to have a guess?
I am going to go for Crystal Palace.
No, I'm afraid not. He plays for Southampton. He's a midfielder for Southampton.
Oh,
Okay.
Never mind. Never mind. We move on then. Yeah, it's a strong start. Ollie Hammond. Oliver Hammond. He's a midfielder, Phil. Oliver Hammond.
He feels like he might play for Brentford.
No, not Brentford. It's a low-scoring game so far. Phil?
Chelsea?
No, Nottingham Forest.
Oh.
Nottingham Forest. Never mind. Okay, we'll move on to another midfielder.
Oh, great.
This is Lewis Miley. Miley. He's very smiley. Who's he a midfielder for?
Lewis Miley, very smiley. I'm going to go for Saints, in case you're double Saintsing me.
Oh, I'm not. I haven't gone for the double, I'm afraid. No.
Ah.
Yeah.
Not gone for the double. So, Anthony.
I mean, he doesn't get the chance to steal. We've been
Oh,
over
no,
this.
but I just thought you might want to have a guess.
Newcastle.
It is Newcastle, but it counts for nothing. Well done.
Brilliant. Unbelievable, Jeff.
Next up then, Anthony, for your points. You've got a defender this time. Gerardo. Gerardo.
These are actual players in FPL.
Yes.
You can actually have these in your team.
You can actually have them in your team.
Wow.
He's a £4 million defender.
Brighton.
Oh, it's not Brighton, I'm afraid. Phil, would you like to have a guess?
This is going swimmingly.
I will go for Aston Villa.
Oh, it's Manchester United.
Oh.
Hard luck. Right then, next one then, defender. It's good, isn't it?
Everyone's having fun.
I mean, it did set a strict deadline for this podcast finishing.
Yeah.
It's not player, choose, or wheelbarrow. Put it that way.
Well, we can play sudden death from now on. Okay. So, Phil, is it you now?
Yeah.
Panzo, Jonathan Panzo.
Oh, I've got a theory about this.
In the game.
Jonathan Panzo. Forest.
It is Forest, which means you have to get this.
Choose a player. Choose a club with a big squad, Ant.
Okay,
brilliant.
Anthony, this is yours.
Okay.
Nkunku.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Niels Nkunku.
Oh, it's one
he
of two
is a defender, and he's $4 million.
Oh, I'm gonna look him up. I recognise that name.
Leeds.
Oh, Anthony, I'm afraid not. He's an Everton defender.
Oh, I nearly said Everton, for goodness sake.
Oh, hard luck. Well, there you have it. I mean, that may or may not be commissioned for another episode.
It may not.
Yeah, but Phil, you are victorious, so congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Happy and glorious. Thank you.
So if you were to do yours now, then a win means that Ant doesn't have to do anything. Terrific.
Yeah.
Great news.
Okay, so I'm looking for...
Don't make this stat-based.
Don't make this player or cheese.
I can tell by the pause that's already been taken that there's been little or no preparation gone into this from Phil.
I'm looking for players who have 8 or more assists in the Premier League this season.
Stat-based, okay.
Oh, good grief.
And there are 11 of them, and you will alternate.
11? What, we get one wrong and we're out, or is it sudden death?
Okay, I'll go 7 or more, and there's 20-ish.
7 or more, and there's 20
assists in the Premier League this season.
What? We just keep alternating until we can't answer one. Or get it
Until
wrong.
you get it wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Mike, I'll let you go first.
That's very decent of you. I'll go for
I know.
Kevin De Bruyne, please.
Top by 6. Yep. He has 17 assists.
Saka.
He is second with 11.
Harry Kane.
So can you repeat your answer, please, whilst I get some music ready?
Bruno Fernandes. What? Bruno Fernandes.
That flaming tipping lane. Of all the low mongrel acts that'd have to just about take the cake.
Yeah, Mike. Harry Kane is not on the list.
I thought him and Son love passing to each other. Come on.
They did in previous seasons have a lovely relationship. You've got over 20 to get. And this is what you did last week. You killed it immediately.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Kieran Trippier situation. He was on my list as well.
Trippier would have... Yeah, he's got 7. So you could have Bowen, Perisic, Gibbs, White, Trippier, Ericsson, Fernandes, Mahrez, Trent, Harrison, Iwobi, Matoma, Watkins, Salah, Elise, Martinelli, Odegaard, Grealish, March, Big Dom Solanke. He's got 9.
Go on, Son.
Andreas, Trossard, Saka, and De Bruyne.
Well, we've all had fun. Anthony, over to you, my friend, for the decider.
Well, the bad news for you, Michael, is that it's stat-based.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I know, right? So this is nice and simple. I'm looking for the top 15 scoring strikers in the game. So there's some names in it that come as a bit of a surprise to me. So good luck with this one. So again, you'll go around alternately until you either cannot name one or you get one wrong. So top 15 point scoring strikers. Mike, you went first last time, didn't you? So Phil, why don't you go first?
I'll take out Haaland then.
Well, of course he's number 1 quite comfortably.
Harry Kane?
Yep. He is on this list. And he's second.
Good. Okay.
Ivan Toney?
Yep. Well, you've done 1, 2, 3 so far, boys. This is good knowledge.
Ollie Watkins, please.
Are you cheating? Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, look at that.
Now it gets hard. Because there's not really been any other strikers.
No, that is true.
Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, yes. Despite his long injury, he is on the list in 9th place.
I'll have Mitrovic, please.
Oh, good one.
Oh, just 12th.
Oof.
On his lengthy ban, but obviously was heavily in the points earlier.
Okay. He's had 9 assists, so I'm going to go Dom Solanke.
Yeah, can you believe he's 5th on 108 points, which is bonkers considering how long he went without scoring. But yeah, 108 points for Dom. 5th.
Don't worry, I benched him last week for 15 points.
Yeah, that was wonderful news.
Yeah.
This is where it gets tricky for me, lads. I won't lie.
Yeah. I've got one.
Hold on. What about? Callum Wilson.
He's been injured.
8th on your list.
Yes.
With 98 points. So not many left to find here, boys. This has been good so far.
I was thinking of Darwin Núñez, but I don't know how long he was injured for. I'm going to go Darwin Núñez because I can't think.
Well, you thought correctly. He's 13th on the list.
I'll keep it.
13th on the list. So not too many to find here, boys. This has been impressive so far. I think you've got just 6 to find now.
No pressure, Mike, but I think I've got one who's got to be in the list.
It's a bit annoying that Marcus Rashford is down as a midfielder. I'll go for Alexander Isak.
Phil, do you want to prep some music, mate?
Oh, for
How about
sake.
Costa Rican music?
Oh, that's lovely.
It's quite random.
It's just where I was on the soundboard.
Not sure on the relevance of the music, but I'm afraid, Mike, he's down in 18th on the list with 67 points. I must admit, I would have gone for Isak. I thought he'd done better than that.
Can I tell you who? Can I tell you who I would have gone for?
Go on.
Brennan Johnson.
Mateta.
Correct. Mateta's not there either.
Oh, Kuna Mateta.
It's been awful. Johnson, however, has. And Buemo was the other one you missed. Kai Havertz. Yeah. He's 6th on the list. No, sorry, 7th on the list, ridiculously. Firmino, Havertz, Che Adams. Firmino has got 92 points. Che Adams has got 90 points. And the last one, I mean, I cannot believe this because he's hardly kicked a ball for his new club. But Danny Ings has got 83 points somehow, which is the 15th highest score. So
Wow.
Firmino has scored 9 goals and got 4 assists.
Yeah, better than I thought. So there you go. So some shockers in there. Just outside, you had Alvarez, Welbeck, and unfortunately for Mike, Isak. So
Isak's a good shout. I think I would have probably ended up with him.
Yeah, I would have gone Isak, I think. So
I was thinking Nketiah, but then he's not played for loads.
So the bad news is, Mike, that you are going to have your captain pick. But the good news, of course, for you is that you have such a good team that it doesn't matter who they pick, right?
Yeah, and also, I think it's nice to see you two battle it out equally at the top there without the interference of anybody else.
I mean, it is. Last week you were meant to have your captain picked, and if I remember rightly, I messaged you to say who's picked, who's he gone for then, the listener, who they gone for, and you said I've only just woken up.
Well, that's true, and I put that down to FPL for having their deadline so darn early in the day.
Early in the day when you're a parent of 3 children and somehow you've managed to lie into 11.
Yeah, it was a lovely day. But yeah, so sorry about that. But as it happened, it worked out brilliantly because I had Captain Kane and he was useless. So
fair. So you've got Forever QPR to contact, Mike.
I love QPR. One of my favourite grounds to go to.
Can I leave that with you?
Yeah, of course. Up the hoops. I'll contact him. Yeah. Good old leather jacket doing his thing there, Gareth Ainsworth.
Okay, cool.
When you say doing his thing, you mean putting him into relegation?
They drew last night, 1-1.
Yeah, I think they're only about 2 points above. It's squeaky bum time.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right, lads. Don't worry about it.
Digress.
So, from quiz to questions.
To
free hit or not to free hit, and if you don't free hit, when should you free hit? Did I say free hit enough?
Yeah, don't free hit until week 2. That would be my suggestion.
Okay, but imagine a world where you could free hit, Mike.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, I should care. I don't know. Don't care.
Okay.
I think it's going to be between you two to battle this one out.
Anthony,
I would say
I've got a free hit at the moment, but I've got 9 players at the moment, so I could take a -4 and have 11 players. Surely I'd do that. Anthony is absolutely dumbstruck with the fact I've got 9 players. He's frozen completely.
Who has Anthony? Oh, Anthony, yeah. What's going on with him?
Am I back?
He's back.
I don't know what is going on with
Yeah, here you go, Ant.
I'm back for you. Did you hear anything of what I just said?
No.
Okay.
But I just said
if you haven't got many. Okay, I think that if you're like me and if I had the free hit available, I would definitely be playing it this week because I'm so short on players. If, however, you've got nearly a full team this coming week, I would save it for the double game week coming up, which I think is game week 34.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, that's true. So say that the person who sent in this question was me, for example, and they've got their wild card that they plan on playing next week to set up for game week 34. Would you then play the free hit this week?
You've still not played your wild card?
No.
Oh, this is horrendous news for me and my 28-point lead. You and your hoarding of chips. It's so annoying.
Well, no, I plan on playing my wild card so I could then triple captain the next week and have like 11 players playing.
Yeah, I think you've got to play the free hit this week, mate. You're in a beautiful position of having more chips you know what to do with by the sounds of it.
Yeah, but I only need to take a -4 to have 11 players out. So,
but if you don't play your free hit this week, when would you play it? Bear in mind you've got your wild card ready for 34.
I think there'll be a couple more small double game weeks. Because Brighton have got to play games, haven't they?
I don't want to give you any advice because you're only 28 points behind me and you're bathing in chips. So, yeah, do what you want, mate.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Do what I want. If you were free hitting, who would be your essential free hitting players? Bearing in mind the fixtures this week.
I think you'd be targeting Liverpool, wouldn't you? Or with the fact they're playing Nottingham Forest in free fall.
And Arsenal, home to Saints.
And Arsenal home to Saints. Yeah, I mean, Liverpool just come off the back of that whooping of Leeds. So the likes of Jota as well, Jota, would be one I would be looking to get in. Gakpo. And like Mike said, Arsenal.
Oh, you've just said Jota, haven't you?
I mean,
yes.
I said Jota last week, Mike, and you laughed in my face.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and then what happened?
Well, then he scored 2 goals or a goal, or did something for sure. Got some points.
He got 2 goals.
He got more points than Michael Elise. That much I do know.
He didn't. He did. He got 60. He got 16 points. He was going to be my punt, and you laughed at me, so I changed it. I should never listen to you. Never.
No, don't. Yeah, take my laughs with a pinch of salt.
Oh well. So Arsenal are at home to Southampton, and Liverpool are at home to Forest. Are there any other teams? A lot of people talking about Palace because they've won 3 and 3.
Yeah, home to Everton.
Mm.
Yeah, and Everton look shot shy and low on confidence. So yeah, I mean those are the 3 teams that I have been working towards with these fixtures in mind. So I love that I've only made 1 transfer and I've got Harry Kane on the bench.
Can I? Sorry, Mike, but Phil, can I presume? Just looking at this week's fixtures. Bear in mind, Bournemouth off the back of 2 really good wins. Does this now mean you're going to start Dominic Solanke this weekend?
Oh mate, I've only got 9 players, so 100% Dom's one of them.
Also,
Captain?
I haven't said that. I mean, Arsenal were at home to Southampton and Liverpool were at home to Forest.
Yeah, okay.
Look, Bournemouth are at home to West Ham, who, they managed to get a point. Excuse me, you're not boring me. I'm just quite tired.
I mean, after all that sleep on Saturday as well.
Yeah.
After all those trips to Legoland, yeah.
Oh, you wait till this weekend, lads, because I will come back to my original point in a moment. But my wife and 3 children are leaving at 3:00 tomorrow and not coming back till Sunday night.
I'm sorry?
What?
My wife and children are leaving at 3:00 tomorrow. She's picking them up from school.
Right.
She's taking them away for the weekend to do various things. And is not coming back until Sunday evening. And I have literally nothing in my diary Saturday. What a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Somebody's not going to be getting out of their pants on Saturday then.
If you thought that 11:00 was a late rise for Mikey B last weekend, just you wait and see what happens this weekend. Incredible scenes.
I'm
scenes.
taking my daughter to her first ever gig on Saturday in Oxford. I'm driving all the way to Oxford.
Very nice.
To go and see Maisie Peters.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
She sang a song called Psycho. She's I looked
Sounds nice.
On Spotify. She's about 12. She's got a lot of listens on Spotify. Like she's 22, by the way. But we've got the awkward situation that at the moment my daughter's in a wheelchair, so I've had to message the venue and say,
brilliant, disabled spot.
Well, I've had to message.
Feel like you at Brighton away that time.
Oh, what? I mean, that was so lovely of them, and well done, Brighton. I'm glad you're doing well because you deserve it. You got lovely stewards. So I've messaged the O2 in Oxford, and they've been lovely, and they've said we'll be able to, put her by the disabled thing. It's a good view from there near the front, so that's good. And now I'm realizing that I'm obviously going to have to stand with her, but she'll be sat down. I'll be stood right at the front as a tall grown-up in a concert that I'm guessing won't be full of grown-ups. Might be a lot of kids. I'll just be stood at the front, and I'm not a dancer by any stretch. So I'll just be stood at the front next to Isla going...
Do you know the words to her songs? Because otherwise that's going to be really awkward.
We've been trying to brush up on some. I had a trip to hospital with Isla yesterday on a checkup, and so she was going through some of the songs. So I recognise some of the songs.
She's quite cute, Maisie Peters. Just having a little look now. I couldn't. Obviously, we're doing a podcast, so I can't listen to any of her music. But I can say that she's quite pretty.
You would like Psycho. You'd like that song.
I?
Yeah, it's not as aggressive as you might think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, never heard of her, but I'm sure you'll have fun, mate. You might get called up on stage to do some dad dancing.
I mean, I'd really
it's
hope
not Butlins, Ant.
This is part of a world tour. She's got
A
3
world
gigs.
tour.
She's got 3 gigs at Wembley. She's got 3 gigs at Wembley.
It's not a 6-year-old's birthday party.
Okay, cat.
They don't get people on stage to do dad dancing at Maisie
Why not?
Peters.
Anyway, I'm a bit
We want to see
nervous.
Phil doing it.
I'm a bit
Oh, yes.
nervous that I'm going to have to just stand right at the front, block the view of other children, and just stand there, just rocking side to side for the whole
Oh,
evening.
have fun.
lovely. Well,
I'm hoping
so,
I can sit on the floor next to Isla.
So if I just rewind back 5 minutes, I was going to say, so Bournemouth are playing West Ham,
Yes, they are. Yeah.
who
FPL
play in
content, here we go.
Europe at the time of recording tonight. And whilst it didn't seem to massively affect them at home to Arsenal last week, Bournemouth have their tails up. They're one of the informed teams, and I think I fancy us to get goals against West Ham and get a result. So I think Dom's a nice little pick for this weekend.
For captain,
Yeah.
is he in your team? Because I could let Forever QPR know.
He's not, because I've already got Harry Kane on my bench. That's how good my team is.
Okay, cool.
I've got. I have already told you. You did ask me earlier.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll play it back if I need to hear it.
Okay.
If I care that much, I'll play it back.
Fine.
My concern is with Bournemouth is, yes, we're on this massive high after beating Spurs, but is it going to be after the Lord Mayor show? And everyone's now going to just expect us to beat West Ham.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Certainly here.
Pessimistic side of me is saying that we'll come unstuck, but hopefully not.
Oh, hopefully not.
What about Fulham at home to Leeds?
Well, Fulham are a strange team. They looked like they were on the beach, didn't they? And then all of a sudden, they picked up a win against Everton, didn't they? So you never know with Fulham. They've still got some good attacking threats. Harry Wilson back in the goals, his first Premier League goal this season. So
back in the goals.
So a goal.
You can't just go on last week's scores.
Yeah, get Harry Wilson in.
Surely in form.
Get Harry Wilson in. Let's do it.
I mean,
are you getting Harry Wilson?
No, I'm not. But I mean, he's playing against a team who've conceded 11 goals in their last 2 games. So
I would suggest if you're going Fulham, go for this guy.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Tim Ream.
Tim Ream, yeah.
If you just wanted to will that sound clip out, I'm confused.
He is a brilliant player.
Okay.
Is he though, or has he just got nice hair?
Tim Ream's got 93 points, and if you don't look at the last 7 games he played, he's really in form.
Okay. What's your next question?
The next question is from Bethany, who said thank you for the mention last week, Michael.
Oh, she's getting a second one.
If you're going for Palace, would you go Sam Johnston or Gavin Guehi?
Oh gosh, well, I would definitely go Sam Johnston. What is this? What is she talking about? What is what is there a question mark over this? This is a concern.
You don't like Guehi?
No. Well, I don't like him playing. No, because I've got Sam Johnson.
Oh,
okay.
What?
Well, Guehi's a defender, Mike. Don't panic.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought you were talking about their goalkeeper. That's Guita. Oh, thank goodness! God,
it's actually Mark. It's Mark Guehi, but one of our punters each week always calls him Gavin, so it's stuck in my head. It's Mark Guehi.
Thank goodness! Because you proper threw me there. I thought that I was going to take Johnson out.
Okay, well,
Guita was coming back. No, Guehi's a defender.
He scored a goal against Leeds, kept a clean sheet against Saints. Everton next, then Wolves. So would you go for him, or would you go Johnston if you were looking for a defensive asset?
Bethany, I need some context. I'll be honest. Obviously, you're always going to pick a defender over a goalkeeper, but who are your other goalkeepers?
Well, this is if you're free hitting, which I'm guessing that Bethany is.
Yeah,
because she's asking the question.
Yeah.
Either that, or she's being very considerate of other situations, which is equally possible. What goalkeeper would you pick then this week?
Yeah, Sam Johnson.
Sam Johnson. If you could pick any goalkeeper.
Everton don't score goals, do they?
No, that's true.
You watched them win 3-0 on Saturday.
Yeah. No, I'd go because I think a lot of people will look, if they're free hitting, they'll look at 3 Liverpool, 3 Arsenal.
On the pitch, upfield. Yeah,
exactly. You don't want to waste a keeper spot on one of those teams. So yeah, Johnson for me would be my ultimate keeper pick.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm sure that advice has gone down well. Is it too late to get on the Watkins train?
No.
Oh, I've got train music here somewhere. Hang on. Here we go, Mike.
Oh yeah, all aboard.
Is it?
All aboard.
missed that feature.
Yeah, good times.
Is it?
This feature, this was the music that we used to use for the all aboard feature, where we talk about the players that have been bought in the most in the previous sort of 7 days.
Yeah, when you used to do prep.
Well, you slowly but surely just dropped it from the running order.
But you just never brought it up.
Anyway, that's fine. Well, they're okay for the next couple of weeks. Well, 3 of the next 4 are Brentford, Fulham, and Wolves. So, yeah, but then their last 3 are tricky, aren't they? Spurs, Liverpool, and Brighton, their last 3 games. So it's not too late if you've got the points to play with.
His stats are ridiculous, aren't they? Since game week 22, he's got 11, 7, 8, 6, 2, 8, 5, 8, 9, 7, 16.
I haven't been listening. I've been dancing to Thomas. Let me pause that.
How rude.
Start the music. But yeah, you're saying he's doing well, which is a fair point, I'm sure. Because I don't have him, which is fine. I mean, you've got him, haven't you, Mike? As part of your 3, you must do.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. It's part of my. I'm only playing a front 2 because I like my midfield so much. So here's a controversial. I'm playing that's what I was gonna say. I'm playing Elise over Kane. Yeah.
Fixture over player, quite like it.
I'm also banking on a clean sheet with my 2 Newcastle defenders. So when I'm watching that game, which I won't be because it's the same time as the West Ham game that I'm working. Oh, okay. I think there's a surefire result I want from that game, and that is a Newcastle clean sheet. And there's no conflict of interest for me there.
Yeah.
Whereas Elise, he can just run riot. Happy days.
Bad news about Bamford's injury, isn't it?
Pardon?
Yeah.
He's injured again.
Yeah.
What's now? Broken
toe? Nobbled my plans. I think it's a groin.
Oh, for goodness sake!
He's
made the glass, that guy.
Next question before you start abusing Paul Patrick: does Trent Alexander-Arnold's new position in midfield make him more of an option because he hasn't had a great season?
I mean,
if you're free hitting, you're having him, surely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one for Liverpool, they're going forward is they're going to try and play him more forward. But yeah, in terms of course, the trouble is if Liverpool start conceding goals, they're going to go against him. But anyway, I mean, for me, he's still too pricey. He's still over 7 million, I believe. So
7.4, yeah.
Yeah, it's a no from me. Thank you.
I mean, we did say last week, don't invest in defence because it's just a waste of money. But yeah, Ben White. Would you have Ben White or Trent?
Oh, Trent, defo.
Gabriel or Trent this week?
Trent.
Trippier
Gabriel.
or Trent? Trippier or Trent?
Trent.
Is it Tyrone Mings or Trent?
Trent.
Any
you can say Cafu. Trent is the answer.
Ashley Young?
No, Trent.
Can you believe that Ashley Young is suddenly an FPL asset again?
No.
It's madness. 4.3 million, and he's playing really well for Villa.
Yeah, no, I definitely look at Trent, but that said, I'm not bringing him in. So
look, how old is Ashley? How old is Ashley Young?
37.
Okay, Ant, you win. Game over. Right, lovely. Do you want to do the fixtures?
Before we do the fixtures, a little bit of AOB, if you don't mind.
Oh yes, please.
Okay.
I've been looking at the overall league in the whole of the world.
Oh, yeah. How you getting on?
Well, yeah. I've been scrolling down for a while. I haven't found myself yet, but I was looking at the top 10. What color kit do you think is the most successful color kit? Well, you know when you like design your own kit?
Red and black.
You're saying red. You're saying red and black. It's actually no kit. 8 of the top 10, and maybe that's where we went wrong.
Spent a long time designing our kits.
Yeah, 8 of the top 10 said, I'm not wasting any more time giving myself some fluorescent pink shorts and some yellow socks. I'm concentrating on my team, and 8 of the top 10 don't even have their own kit.
Wow.
It's just grey. It's just all grey.
Yeah, but are they really happy in life? They might be doing well in the game, but they can't be happy in life. I've got a light blue kit, purple sleeves, purple shorts, light blue socks with white hoops.
Anthony, your kit?
I mean, do you even need to ask?
Is it red and black?
Of course it is.
Is it?
Yeah, get a life.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, mate.
I change mine. I change mine on a fairly regular basis. It's currently sky blue with navy shorts.
Oh,
nice.
Coventry.
Just
Yeah.
on AOB to check my internet connection, because I've come into the office next to the office to check my internet connection. I always type the word cats onto Google just to, because I like cats, and it's not going to be anything rude.
That's
Anyway,
weird, isn't it?
It's always cats. Always
That's
test with
weird.
cats. It's quick to type as well. 4 letters. I've done the maths.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Well done.
when I typed in cats, it's got top stories. New Zealand cancels the feral cat hunting contest.
Well, pleased to hear it.
I'm pleased to hear it, but why was there a contest in the first place? Killing cats.
Feral ones, though, mate, innit?
Yeah.
But feral, that's homeless cats. You don't go around shooting homeless people.
Well, you do put barbed wire on their chairs, though, on their benches.
But do you?
You do.
They do.
Bournemouth Council did once. Yeah, it was very controversial.
I remember that. I didn't like that at all. I mean, because it's not just during the evening, but that's going to be uncomfortable.
If you refer back to last week, you were referring to cooking cats.
Yeah.
Yes, you do like to say cook a cat quite a lot while wearing a cat t-shirt.
And yet, I've never cooked a cat. But
do we want to look at the fixtures?
Oh yeah, very quickly, please.
The plan was that the child who killed the most cats would
still
win
talking about the cats. Okay.
250 New Zealand dollars. Now I thought New Zealand was a decent country, but that's a bit backwards.
It's not a huge prize either, is it?
No.
You spend on bullets.
Is that how much bullets cost?
I don't know.
I wonder how many cats you'd have to kill to win. Maybe you should ask them.
I'm not getting involved, but I was disgusted to see that. Come on,
yeah, I'm disgusted as well. Yeah, send what's his shots from West Ham down there. Right,
Kurt Zuma,
send him down there. Right,
fixtures.
I'll quickly run through them, boys.
Please do.
Thank you. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Arsenal at home to Southampton. Hopefully,
come on, you Gunners.
Yeah, come on, you Gunners. Hopefully they'll fill their boots there against Southampton, who are surely at last going down.
Can they get relegated this weekend? Probably not.
No, they're still quite close actually, but with their fixtures, you would not expect them to get the points they need to stay up, which will be lovely. Lunchtime on Saturday, Fulham at home to Leeds. Leeds need a result after their 2 shocking home results from last week, and then we've got 3 o'clocks, 4 of them, boys. Brentford at home to Villa. The Ollie Watkins derby. Crystal Palace at home to Everton.
Yeah, weren't we doing that? Hold on. Right. Let's start
again.
Here
we go again.
Arsenal and Southampton.
Have we got time for this?
Oh, all right. Yeah, we have.
Maitland-Niles.
Yes, good shout.
Fulham against Leeds.
Ooh. Oh. Hang on a minute. No.
I don't know.
Oh, that's disappointing. Brentford against Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins. Fine. Carry on.
Yep. Palace home to Everton. 6-pointer.
Oh, Decore? Oh no, they've got a different.
That was Watford, mate. That was Watford.
Yeah. No, I'm out on that one.
Palace to Everton.
Everton to Palace.
McCarthy.
Yeah, good shout. That good shout. Leicester at home to Wolves. There's got to be some players here, isn't there? Gone between the two.
Oh dear, this
I like this section.
Good, is it?
I like this section because a lot of it is just us going into a microphone,
racking our old grey cells.
Leicester against Wolves. Stan Collymore.
No,
I've said it with conviction. I don't think you play for Wolves.
I think you did.
Yeah, I'll find out.
But talking of Stan Collymore, Liverpool against Forest, he definitely did play for both of those.
Oh yeah, good.
Richard Stearman.
Oh, there you go. Very good.
So that's our Saturday done. On to Sunday. I'll be there on Sunday. First time I've watched Bournemouth on a Sunday. I'm looking forward to that. Home to West Ham. Who have we got here? Rio Ferdinand.
I was going to go Steve Jones myself.
He was my favourite player. He was my favourite player, Steve Jones.
Good old Steve. And then Newcastle at home to Spurs to finish off the game week. If we got here them. Yes, David.
Les Ferdinand. Yeah.
Yeah, Les Ferdinand as well. Quite a few there.
Would have been fine.
There we go, boys.
So we're still looking for a player that's played for Fulham and Leeds.
Harry Wilson.
I thought
talking of Harry,
he hasn't.
No, talking of Harry Wilson, I'm going to jump straight in, boys, with our punts for this week. So that's players with 2% or less. If they come in, when we obviously avoid getting our captain pick, I'm going straight in with a man bang in form. 1 goal for this season, Harry Wilson, 0.1% ownership. at
You're
home
going
to Leeds.
You're
You
going for
actually are going for
Wilson?
Harry Wilson. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. I mean,
Well, you won't be laughing when he scores this week, boys.
Anthony, you know,
I can see from Phil's face he's frantically scrolling through 2% players. Mike, have you got somebody?
Scrolling
Oh,
through
no.
soundboards to justify Harry Wilson.
What is going on with you? Come on, explain yourself. You've insulted Isabel. You've embarrassed me.
Yeah, that's all I've got really, Ant.
I'm
Harry
sorry
Wilson,
to embarrass you.
You enjoy, you enjoy that, Mike? What about
Okay.
Odson Edouard? Do you like him?
No, I'm going for. Oh, actually, no, I do like him.
I might go Phil Billing. You know.
Oh, really?
Oh, feels very last week for me, but you know, 3 beats.
I'm going to go for Joachim Anderson of Crystal Palace.
Oh, like nice. You know what? I'm going to change it to Diogo Jota after last week. I'll go Jota. 1.1%
Jota's still
ownership.
What? That's insane with the
it'd be
fixture this weekend. That's crazy.
A nice free hit option, Diogo Jota. He's a forward as well, and there's not many good forwards. So, maybe that's where I move Haaland to Jota this week. That would be good.
Don't make me sick with your options.
We haven't got time for you thinking out loud, mate.
Yeah, and then I'll just bring Haaland back next week on my wild
just
card.
bring him back with all my chips. Oh, sickening.
Right. Well, thanks very much for listening.
Talking of chips, do check out ChipAdvisor. That's coming your way too.
Dear. Okay, we'll let you know. We'll do the poll. Have a good week, everyone. Cheers. Take care. Bye.
Bye now.
Have a lovely week.